What's up, cigar junkies? It's your boy Carson, also known as Ashhead Cigar Junkie, and I am here today to smoke and review the Sobremesa Brûlée Blue. Man, if this cigar is anything half the cigar as its predecessors or the cigars that it was created from, then this is going to be an awesome stick. But first, let's just take a look at the cigar. The Sobremesa Brûlée Blue is a 6 1/4 by 46 Corona Grande that is described as a tweaked version of the regular Sobremesa line, which uses an Ecuadorian Connecticut wrapper over a Mexican binder and 4 different Nicaraguan fillers. Unlike the regular Brulee, the Blue was aged for over a year after rolling. So let's get this cigar lit up and let's find out if it's nub worthy or not. And we're back with a lit cigar. And man, initially the first thing that you notice is the slightly sweetened tip on this cigar, and it's not offensive in the sweetened tips like a lot of sweetened tip cigars that I have tried, where the sweetness really just didn't match the cigar to me. But this one, it goes right along with the initial creaminess that you receive from this cigar, and just small hints of pepper right off the bat. But I'm gonna smoke this cigar down good into the first third, and I'm gonna come back and talk about what I'm experiencing with this great cigar. Here in the first third of this cigar, I am tasting the creaminess and those hints of sweetness that kind of reminds me of just like eating cheesecake. Even with the graham cracker crust, you can taste all of those type flavor notes here in the first third of this cigar with hints of pepper. I do want to mention one thing. Excuse the noise of my portable air condition, but it is extremely warm this morning in Birmingham, Alabama. But the content must go on, and I had to make sure I get the excellent content for you guys out on a weekly basis that you love so much. But I thought of something while smoking this cigar. This cigar is a creation by Steve Saka, and I thought of something. Every time I hear somebody mention him or talk about him, they always seem to have a Steve Saka story. I've never met the gentleman, but I feel like I have met him through his cigars. I feel like I share a relationship with him through his cigars, because just by smoking the cigars that he's created, it feels like that he believes in his palate, because I've heard that he says a lot of times that he makes what he likes. So he believes in his palate, that it is good enough to be a fair judge, so that when we experience the cigars created by him, they are just as good as he say they are. But I'm gonna smoke this cigar down into the second third, and I'll be right back. This cigar has been performing very, very well. Here in the second third, I have had no construction problems. The burn probably got a little uneven for just a moment, and I contribute that to the air that is blowing down on me that may have cooled that top side of the cigar, but it corrected itself. So this is a very well constructed cigar. Now this cigar went through a bit of a journey before it got to my lips. The journey that this cigar went through before it got to my lips, first of all, this cigar came from Black Line Luxuries in a sampler pack, and the blue was the bonus in the sampler pack. But for some reason, my postman was having a very bad day, and he or she decided to just cram 3 of my packages into the mailbox, making my Black Line Luxury package the bottom package, which destroyed 2 of the cigars. They lost their life in the transition, and the other cigars had minimal damage. This cigar sustained some damage at the pigtail, where it cracked around the pigtail, which actually made the pigtail easier to come off, but 2 of the cigars did lose their life. So we're going to pause for a moment of silence for those 2 cigars. But here in the second third, I am finding that this cigar is transitioning very, very well. Those flavor notes that are like similar to like cheesecake, and that graham cracker crust is at the bottom of cheesecake, is still very much present, with some pepper that has ramped up in the cigar, but not offensive at all. In addition to some earthy, leathery notes that has crept into the cigar, making this to be a very, very great experience here in the second third. But I'm gonna smoke this cigar down to the final third, and I'll be right back. I've smoked the cigar down to the band, and this cigar has been a pleasure to smoke, ladies and gentlemen. If you have smoked the blue, or if you're going to try the blue, once you've tried it, and if you have smoked it, go down into the comments below and let me know what you think of this cigar. I have thoroughly enjoyed this cigar, and here in the final third, everything that I like about a cigar is present in this cigar. If you go back to some previous videos, you will see that I have been smoking a lot of Ecuadorian Connecticut shade cigars, and I am starting to really enjoy the Ecuadorian Connecticut shade tobacco. Now, this particular cigar, prior to smoking this one, I have smoked several of the brown band cigars, and and after smoking this one, I do like the brown band better, but that doesn't mean that this cigar isn't nub worthy, because this cigar is nub worthy. Coming to the end of the experience of this cigar, it is one that I did not want to end. This is a cigar that I will definitely smoke more of. I would love to get a box of these cigars just to have around and smoke from time to time. And I am recommending to you that you smoke the Sobremesa Brûlée Blue. Ash head out. I lost my freaking nub tool. I've been looking all over the place for the thing. But I just had it. Now this is gonna chap my ass.